relationships. They can be the most wonderful experience a human being can have. Or the worst. When something goes wrong in a relationship that was once beautiful, life can be transformed into a living hell. What do you do then? Tom Joseph's book, Why We Stay Stuck, has answers to many of the questions that couples and families may ask. Take a few moments to listen to Tom speak about some of the points that he discusses in his book.
Now, I want to point out the next reason why people stay stuck is codependency. You have to understand that I have a whole chapter dedicated in my book about codependency or dependency disorder. Now, the reason why this is so important is because so many people are continuing to try to love their way out of a situation. The more you give to a perpetrator, the more you give to an abusive person, the more you give to a person that has a mood disorder or has horrible family upbringing, and trying to love them through it and give and give and give to change them or to get them to love you more, you're going to be in trouble. You're probably in the clutches of codependency. So in my book, I talk about the extensive problem of codependency or dependency disorder. This is what I see most in my office. You see, I can't change the bad guy, but I could change you on how to set boundaries, how to say no, and how to not worry so much about winning the other person over through love. Now, sometimes love needs to be tough, and true love would be stopping codependent behavior. And I'll explain all that in my book, Why We Stay Stuck. The sixth reason why people stay stuck is shame. Whenever a person is filled with shame, they begin to put a wall up and they begin to divide themselves from the other person, and that causes disruption and disconnection within the relationship. If you've been hurt as a child, if you've been damaged, or if you've been abused in any way as a child, you're probably suffering from some form of shame. Or if you were raised in a shame-based environment where there were condescending remarks and nothing was ever good enough, then you are probably suffering from shame, and it'll affect your relationships at the present time. Also, unresolved anger is number 7. Unresolved anger will always cause bitterness and a disruption in a relationship flow. People are filled with anger today. You can see road rage, you can see the shootings, you can see spousal abuse, women against men and men against women. It's not just men against women anymore, it's both. Because people are filled with rage, they're filled with anger, and a lot of times they have displaced anger. They're angry about a job, they're angry about something that has happened to them, and they take it out on their spouse or their children or their family. And so we want to talk about unresolved anger, which leads to depression. And I talk about that in my book, Why We Stay Stuck. And number 8, false forgiveness. People want to forgive quickly. They want to use the forgiveness tactic in order to relieve the pain in their life. But that's not necessarily true. I've seen more people that continue to try and forgive a perpetrator or forgive someone that really shouldn't be forgiven until there was change or repentance on the part of the perpetrator. I explain that in my book. That's very, very revelatory in my book, and you need to read that chapter about false forgiveness. The next reason, number 9, why we stay stuck is financial need, and I want to point this out. Financial problems are not financial problems. Financial problems are behavioral problems and relationship problems. And until you change your behavior and the way you think, your finances will be a problem. And number 10, the reason why people stay stuck is a big problem is substance abuse. Either illegal drug use, or even prescription drug use, and alcohol when it is uncontrollable. When there's alcohol abuse or there's substance abuse, there's always going to be other abuses. When there's a substance abuse issue or an addiction in the home, you're going to have a separation and a negative process in the relationship that you're in. So I just want to point those top 10 reasons why we stay stuck. That's just a very quick introduction. My name's Tom Joseph. I'm a clinical Christian counselor. I'm here to help you become healthy and well.
Thank you for taking time to watch this video presentation. Tom has helped many individuals and couples through their difficult relationships, and he'd love to help you as well. If the information from this video was helpful to you, then why not pick up a copy of Tom's book, Why We Stay Stuck? To order your copy of the book, or if you'd like more information about webcam counseling, visit Tom's webpage at www.atthewell.net. That's www.atthewell.net. Or you can call Tom toll-free at 866-449-WELL. That's 866-449-9355. Check back again soon for the next segment from the book, Why We Stay Stuck.